Jamie from Play-Doh and Preschool. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I'm sorry Jen was not here yesterday and today. She had an appointment, but she should be back tomorrow, I hope, for our tour of next week's centers. Anyway, if you're here, let me know. I'd love to see you in the comments. Our topic today came from video comments on Facebook and also from email and just messages that you all have sent us. And some sad faces when we do the chip clip videos. We get some of those like sad faces. It makes us feel terrible for people who can't find the chip clips that we've been demonstrating. Not to worry, because if you cannot find those chip clips, or if you don't have a Dollar Tree or a Dollar General or Amazon or whatever, you don't have those chip clips, we have some alternatives for you. I actually pulled, I think I've lost count, like 6 different cute alternatives if you don't have chip clips. So I'm just gonna kind of go through them. I'm a tiny bit afraid that this is gonna be a long video, so stick with me. Okay, our first alternative to the chip clip is for this one, the 5 green and speckled frogs. And I have these adorable speckled frogs that I put on a paint stick. Hey Kristen, that we just colored brown. And I had people tell me that they can't find this 3-pack of frog chip clips. Don't worry, I have alternate ideas if you cannot find 5 green and speckled frog chip clips. So at the teacher store, if you have a teacher store, but they also sell it at Walmart, Target, and even if you have any other kind of a dollar store, sometimes even at the pharmacy, like at CVS or Walgreens or something like that, they have like a teacher section. Office Depot has a teacher section, and in that section they sell these little, they call mini accents. There are a couple of different companies, Teacher Created Resources, Trend, a couple of different companies that make these cute, I think they're supposed to be calendar pieces. They come in animals, shapes, all these other things. So what you're gonna do is find yourself a pack of frogs. I have these frogs, and then I have actually another set of frogs that look like this. Now you might be saying, this is not a speckled frog. But friends, let's just get crafty together. All you have to do is get yourself a Sharpie, easy peasy, and you just give your frog some speckles, right? And then you might also think to yourself, that is not a chip clip. But don't worry, because we're crafty and we're resourceful, right, preschool teachers? So all you're gonna do is just get yourself a little spring-loaded clothespin. You're gonna put that frog right on the back of the clothespin. And then you could hot glue it, but if you don't have time for that, because sometimes, I mean, who doesn't have time? You know what I mean? Who has the time for some of that stuff? You just get yourself a piece of masking tape or sticky tape, and then on the back of your frog clip, you just tape it down. And then look, 5 green and speckled frogs. Super easy. So if you do not have these cute chip clips, you can just get yourself a ruler or a stick or whatever, and you just put the little frog clips on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right? 5 green and speckled frogs sat on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum! One jumped into the pool, and I cut a pool. You could just use blue construction paper. This happened to be like an old folder, like a plastic school folder. I just cut it in a circle. So one jumped into the pool, face up, where it was nice and cool. Now there are 4 green speckled frogs. Yes, Brianna, you could totally make them and send them home with the kids to act them out. If you do not want to buy 5 of these for each of your kids, you could just print off little frog pictures, right? On a sheet of paper, print them off on green paper. You don't even have to have the kids color them. Cut them out and attach them to clothespins. That's a great idea. Yes, practice the song and then send it home for the kids to do it at home. So that is so easy, right? Use the little, my frog jumped into the pool. Use the little calendar pieces. Easy peasy. All right, so here's another idea. If you can't find the calendar pieces because you don't have a office store, or you don't have a teacher store, or you don't have a Target or a Walmart first, where do you shop? Because those are like all of my hot spots. So here's another option. Do you have a craft store? Because the craft store often has these cute little foam. These are Creatology brand. I got these at Michael's, but I've seen them at Joann's. I've seen them at Hobby Lobby. I've seen them at AC Moore. I've seen them at, I mean, you see them everywhere, right? So these are called felt stickers. The pack that I got has 10 frogs and, oh no, it's got 12 frogs and 12 monkeys. And so all you're gonna do is just open these up. Look how cute these are. 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed, right? Or swinging in a tree or whatever you want. So you're gonna get yourself a craft stick, or you could use a clothespin, but I'm trying to give you options here. And so then you're gonna take 2 of these little felt stickers. This is so easy. And you're just gonna stick them onto the craft stick. Do you see that? It's sticky on the back. So you just be resourceful and just stick another one on the back, right? And now you have a frog stick, and the kids can hold it, and they can sit them on the log or jump them around or however you wanna do it. And then you have 5 green and not speckled frogs, but you could still sing it. You could put the speckles on the stick. Kids are not picky. Sat on a speckled log. How cute are those? So these are not clips. They're just foam stickers. I think that this pack, double check me, but I think it was like $2 for 24 foam stickers. And they're really super cute and durable and thick. So you can just stick 2 together. Easy peasy, right? So those are my ideas for if you can't find frog clips. Now, similarly, we did this other, sorry, I've got piles of stuff. Gemma's gonna come in tomorrow and be like, what were you doing? Because I got everything out. We showed you this other cute poem with the 5 little birds. And I know that when I left the link for this one, that the clips were already sold out on Amazon. And that's a bummer because these are super cute, right? There are 5 birds up in the tree, and this is how we count them. 1, 2, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, cheep, cheep. However you'd like to do it. So if you cannot find these adorable bird clips, now there's another kind of bird clip on Amazon, but let's say that doesn't work for you, then you can do the same thing as the frogs. They sell tiny, adorable little bird felt stickers, the same. Now, the frogs were symmetrical, right? Left and right. And the birds are not. So here's the trick with the birds. So what you're gonna do is you could get a little clothespin, a little spring-loaded clothespin, so they still get that, that clipping action on the top of the tree. And you're gonna take the sticker off of the back. You stick the, so you only take it off halfway. Stick the pin on, and then just use the back of the sticker itself to cover it up, right? And so then you have 1, how cute are these? 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy, right? There are 5 birds up in the tree, and this is how we count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Easy. So we just have to be crafty together and resourceful. But this is a really easy alternative to the chip clips. So if you can't find the chips, you could just use little foam stickers, right? Okay. Here is another example. I don't know if it was last week. I've kind of lost track with you guys in the chip clips, but I showed you these cute little butterflies that we found at Dollar General, and I think they were on clearance. I think they were part of the spring. It was pigs, butterflies, and flowers. And a lot of people said they couldn't find the butterflies. And I understand how disappointing that would be, but you could just cut out a butterfly shape. These are super old calendar pieces. You could find the calendar pieces like the frogs. But they're two-sided, and you just take a butterfly shape. It does not have to be fancy. See, this is not fancy. You take your chip clip off, and it's the same thing. You just put a little piece of tape, and then you tape your butterfly on, and the kids hold the butterflies and fly them around. So try to find these little die-cut shapes. Or if you have a cricket or a silhouette and you're awfully crafty yourself, you could cut them out. Or if you're at a big school and they have one of those like die-cut presses, like the Ellison presses, they might have little shapes and you just cut them out onto some cardstock and tape them to a stick. Voila! You've got yourself a butterfly chip clip poem, right? All right, I have, I've lost track. 2 more ideas for you. I think that was only 5 total. 2 frog ideas and then 5 total. So it's the same thing, the same idea as the butterflies. Yesterday I shared our 5 piles of pumpkins sitting on the gate, right? The first one says, oh my, it's getting late. Because they're piles, and a lot of you said you'd rather use the word stacks. Totally fine, do what works for you. I like piles of pumpkins because I'm a fan of alliteration, but you can do stacks of pumpkins, families of pumpkins. If you cannot find this, or if having 3 pumpkins in a row drives you crazy, well then don't worry, you can just make your own. So these are little die-cut pumpkins. They're readily available now. I promise you, if you look at your office supply store in like Staples, Office Depot, Office Max, whatever your office supply store is, if you look in the teacher department, they have bulletin board borders, like Mr. Sketch markers and all this teachery stuff. They will have little die-cut pieces. I promise you, they will have them. I think these are really old. They're probably come a lot cuter. And all you're gonna do is just cuten it up a little bit with your Sharpie marker, right? So you're just gonna draw, some kind of a cute little face on your pumpkin. Super easy to make it look adorable, because a lot of you said, oh, I did it, but it wasn't cute. It doesn't have to be that cute, because kids will like anything, but you just draw yourself a little face. You can get a clip, like a clothespin, or you could get craft sticks. I tend to favor the craft sticks a little bit, although the clips would work better if they're sitting on a gate, right? Oh. All right, don't be like me then. Get the clothespins. Yes, and these would be easy to make for your kids to take home, exactly when you're doing 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. And so you just get the pumpkins. That one looks a little scary. You just draw the faces on them, and the kids could decorate them. See, Brenda, you're full of great ideas. Sometimes the party store has them. Yes, any kind of little piece, you just tape it to a stick or a clothespin. And then instead of putting them, clipped to the fence, you can just hold them on there, right? 5 little pumpkins sitting on the gate. The first one, you might need to have clips. Clips might be better. Or you could have 3 hands. The first one says, oh my, it's getting late. The second one says, there are witches in here. It's easy, right? We just have to think outside the box and be resourceful when we can't find exactly what we want. So this is my idea for the pumpkins. If the piles bother you, or if you can't find them, you can just make your own. And when you do this, like Brianna, I think was who said, the kids could decorate them. They're cheap, to make 5 little orange pumpkin cutouts for your kids. You can even print an orange pumpkin, or an outline of a pumpkin on an orange piece of paper, and the kids could cut them out. Or just orange circles, and you give every kid 5 tongue depressors or craft sticks, and they could make their own to sing the song with you and then to take home and share with their families. Super cute idea. Okay, I hope I'm inspiring you. I hope you're not saying, oh, I don't have that either, or, I don't have a fence. Just take the ideas and, use them to come up with your own. So my final suggestion is, if you cannot find our adorable little ghosts flying in the night, one does a silly dance and hides out of sight. Well, don't worry, I have 3. I promise you have the supplies. It doesn't cost any money. Ideas for you to be able to make these 5 little ghosts. So the first idea is you're gonna need a box of tissues. Now I know you all have this, so I don't want none of this. We don't have tissues in Canada. I'm teasing you. Anyway, you're gonna take a box of tissues. You're gonna give each kid a tissue on their finger like this. And then you're going to take a piece of sticky tape or Scotch tape, and you just tape it all around like this, right? And then you could use your Sharpie or just a regular marker, and you just give it 2 eyes and a little smile, and then the kids wave the ghosts around. And all this is tape and a tissue. So I can even make these like with 10 seconds notice, right? Super easy. Mono, you made it. Hi. Oh, I'm glad. So 5 little ghosts flying in the night. One does a silly dance and hides out of sight. Easy, right? Tissues. Now, if you're worried about germs or you don't want the kids to have tissues, I've got 2 more ideas for you. One is to Google a ghost shape. This one is a piece of clip art that I had, but you could just Google ghost shape and you could cut these out. And instead of putting these on the sticks, you just cut it out, you know, and put it on a stick like that. But if you do not have ghost clip art, take a blank piece of paper. Work with me here, people. We're gonna fold it in half like this. It's gonna have a huge portion of Sharpies. Tell me you all have Sharpies already at home, right? I couldn't live without my Sharpies and Flair pens. Anyway, you're gonna fold your paper in half like hot dog style, yeah? And that's my 2nd grade teacher coming out on me. And then we're gonna fold it in thirds. And then in thirds again. So you've got your paper folded into 6ths, right? Because I like to be lazy. And if I'm gonna cut out 5 ghosts or 6 ghosts, I'm only gonna do it once. And I promise you could freeform a ghost and have no problems at all. I know you guys can do this. Super easy. So you're just gonna freeform, just cut the ghosts, right? And now I have 6 ghosts. I only need 5, so I've got an extra one. And the same thing, we are going to, I know, who doesn't have Sharpies, right? So if you don't have the clip art, just cut yourself a little ghost shape, and then you're gonna take that same Sharpie marker, and you just give him a little face, like this, right? Easy peasy. You're gonna take your craft stick, mine has a number, that doesn't have a number 3 on the back, and you could use Scotch tape, or you could use masking tape. The kids don't care, and it doesn't really matter. That one's a little bit big, got a little ambitious there. Okay, so that's it. You're just gonna tape the ghost. 5 little ghosts flying in the night. One does a silly dance and hides out of sight. And again, the kids could take these home. So even if you have the cute ghost chip clips, but you can't send these home with the kids, right? You could have them make their own ghosts to say the poem with you and then to send it home. So all of these suggestions are really just to encourage you. I know so many of you have sent pictures things you've made and adorable things you've found, and you guys are rock stars. And I know that there's also some other people who watch who are so frustrated because they can't find exactly what I've shared. And so what I hope to have done on this video is to just inspire you to get crafty. The kids are not gonna care. They're not gonna say, this pumpkin is not that cute, Miss Jamie. I wish we had an adorable, plastic chip clip from Dollar General. They're not gonna say that. And so what I'm just here to do is just encourage you, if you don't have exactly what we shared, to get creative, right? And to come up with your own ideas with the resources that you have available to you at the stores that are near you. So that's my suggestion, is to use the ideas and make them your own. And if you've done something cool like this, send us a picture of it. We will post it on that chip clip photo album so that everybody can take inspiration from you. So that is my suggestion and ideas for you today. I hope you guys are not tired of chip clips yet. I'm not, I mean a little bit, but not too much. And so I'm so happy to be able to share these with you. Thank you. See, you have the supplies. I know you could do it. Alrighty, as always, have fun playing and learning with your kids. Join us again tomorrow. We're gonna share the centers that we have set up for the week of October 2nd, and I will see you again then. Thanks everybody, bye-bye.